Hello, hello, hello. Hello, finally. Ah, ini tadi aku lupa untuk nge-stream bentar ya. Dan sekarang udah lanjut stream lagi. Jadi awalnya aku nggak mau nge-stream dulu untuk part ini, tapi karena ternyata penting ya. Ya mungkin aku bakal pakai nanti kalau misalnya aku ada analisis. Jadi kayak ini luar biasa sih. Asetek, si Hulkenberg di sini bilang katanya this unprecedented, never before have our citizen together. Street, ini bagus banget sih. Really good. Really good.
Indeed. Is this really the kind of change His Majesty wanted?
And my...
Maybe I'm overthinking it.
Let's go in. If we hang around too long here, we're bound to get dragged into a nasty argument.
You're right, but I also have a nasty desire to peel. All of the desire may come back right here. I am here. You're right.
When I'm king, pleasures will rule the city. A bar on every block and a flagon in every hand. All you can drink, all year round.
Woo! Next round's on, lovely.
Let fools be content with their fool dreams. Grant me the crown, and I will make our kingdom powerful beyond imagining.
Most powerful? Doesn't really mean anything, does it? Aren't you another one of Louise's flunkies, hound? Stop barking and get back to your master.
Always about that goddamn Luis. I've been in the guard just as long as he has, you swine.
Oh, so he actually won the
Quite a
crown.
lively crowd. Looks like a great
interesting.
many came all the way here to watch the competition.
That lad there, he's an elder, isn't he? Are you a candidate too?
Well, strike me down, you're right. Never seen one of you blokes before. Might be out of luck in the race, though. You'll not stand a chance.
Okay, you shut the fuck up, Scottish man. I just proved the point of the game right. I just discriminate, even though I don't know. I'm not a white.
Pay him no mind.
Look at
A
that.
drunk's words weigh nothing.
Wow, there are fish swimming in front of the store.
Ah, I've heard of this. 'Tis on the customer to fish up a catch, and the chefs will prepare it for eating.
I admit, I'm
Ooh.
curious. Shall I sing a shanty for you as you take up rod and reel, Captain?
Oh wait. Oh, don't say that I can fish. I. Oh shit, not that one.
Is that really edible? It doesn't look quite,
By all means, let us try it.
Did she even look at it?
I don't know. I don't know.
Why, tis delicious. The aroma of the sea simply floods the mouth. Ah, and what splendid crunch it has.
Hourly.
I guess I'll try a bite. I mean, they wouldn't let us fish up anything outright inedible. I hope.
Mustn't be picky. It's a delicacy. At least we'll die together.
At least we'll die together.
Oh, well, I was the one who suggested fishing. Right. The noble thing to do is see it through. Ugh. It's rather slimy for my liking.
I said nothing since Hulkenberg seemed to enjoy it so much, but if you're going to eat an unknown fish, might you not at least sear it first?
Tis fine enough without, I say.
Oh, look at the Hulkenberg face. She's onto it so much, and her face is all red because of this love of this delicacy. How can even that possible?
You need way higher standards, lady.
Yeah. Galikara here is correct.
Excuse me, friends. Don't mean to interrupt your meal. I'm Batlin, a church crier for the tournament. Maybe you remember me. Sounds like you made a hell of a splash in Martira, huh? Felling a vicious beast's one thing, but not many candidates took it figuratively.
I had to do something.
With a problem like that, I had to do something.
Well, the rest of the candidates had to find themselves ahead for the lineup. Rather struck me when you all broke away from the pack so soon. So, do you have a head ready? Well, let's see. Got a head right here, I suppose. Lips sealed, huh? Well, I'm certainly looking forward to the exhibition then. Especially considering the diversity of your little party. I've always preferred to chase an interesting lead over a sure bet. Can't help it, I'm afraid. So, I'll have a keen eye out for you, alright?
Thank you. You really respected me.
That cry is an odd one. Not really what you'd expect from a Sanctus promoter.
Yeah, you're right. But in the...
Rumor has it that young candidate hasn't brought a head. Wonder what he's playing at.
Whatever it is, he's about to get a sharp lesson in the ways of the world, poor lad.
I think he's worth keeping an eye on. Keep it under your hats, chums. But his power may rival Count Luis. I think he's just the ingredient we need to spice this race up a bit.
Right. Just got back from the pub, did you?
You wound me. Nobody trusts a radical, huh? I expect you'll see for yourself.
Oh, you already have the information, did you? You know, I brought that freaking... Okay. Britain is positively rife with tourists. Really heaven. Okay, really heaven. Is it the correct pronunciation for it? Really heaven is positively rife with tourists. I myself have long awaited the delicacies here, and indeed, 'twas too delicious a waste to eat every fish in the restaurant's tank. Fish of France is still wrinkles in my mouth. Now, that's a poor city specialty, port city specialty. What's that look about? You don't find it appetizing?
My apologies.
I have a favor to ask you. Would you mind lending me any unused blankets? What will you use for them? For defense, you understand? Just in case. Otherwise, while I'm sleeping, I'll be unprotected against... apologize. Against bugs. I want no contact with them whatsoever, awake or asleep, so I thought I'd bundle myself in a blanket. Yes, I know, this place is warm as it is. Yes, I'm prepared for the inevitable night sweats. Nevertheless, I'll be grateful to have any spare blankets. Yeah, I will.
Yeesh.
The other candidate's speeches seems particularly identical. I not trust those times with the country myself. Is there no one who can truly rival Louise or Forden? You're correct. Because a third party is really hard. I really like the way of a Louise and Forden had to have in this scheme. Karena, gini, Forden, it's about conservative, you know, monarchs, the religion, the churches, you know, Santism churches and all of that. He want to make sure that the country still have the stability to grow, and that's all what the Forden would want to be. Louis, in other hand, with all of the flows and lousy things, you know, happenings in here and there. Louis, in other hand, meskipun dia kerasa kayak, you know, sangatlah kejam atau radikal in some sense. Radical is alive, you know. Pardon me, it's a right, you know. Radical is a right. You can say right, left, it's really hard to understand that. But what I mean is, he is more about liberal moved, liberated from the conservative ideas. Even though, dia bakalan mengubah cara bagaimana suatu pemerintahan ini jauh lebih ke autokrasi. Not particularly driven with the monarchs, but autocracy, the ideology that the Louis brings, is what the revolution's actually supposed. We've seen this revolution happening in many countries. What happened right now, currently happening in Myanmar, what happened in Iran, what happened in Indonesia itself, you know, reformation and stuff, and many things. So, Louise is the new face of this country. This country can be striving with more about the military rules, you know. There is some candidates say about the military rules, but more or less, the one that he mentioned is about morocentrism. And he want to establish some kind of, you know, siapa sih? Gue selalu lupa. Rosand ruling and all of that. But in here, Rosand ruling, but Louis said that as long as you are strong, you can be. But you have to be silent, you have to be my dog, something like that. That's what the Louis want to have, and we have those countries right now. So it's not like really far. I would say that the Foreign is bad, Louis is bad, and we are in somewhere in the spiral of a third parties, you know. It's so different with anything, but truly the king son or the king or the prince is indeed a radical move, you know, too. But we do not know what he is intended to be. He wants to make a free state where everyone can live and everyone can learn, not because of their race, not because of their gender, not because of everything, but because of they can truly bring fortune and freedom to choose. It's all about freedom. Sekarang in that we have some kind of a movement where it's free, like loveless, the one who tried to make it all free. More about he said that he said that all free and all about the pleasure and stuff like that. But it's down in the modern anarchy side, in that sense, similar to the. I forgot the name of that, man. I want to know about that, man. Katarina, not Barden, no. Musician. No, no, no. Not Louis, exactly. Not Gordon. Itu bapaknya. Zober, Godel, Necromancer, no, Louis juga bukan, Gidex juga bukan, ini juga bukan, ini juga bukan, 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 bukan. We have a lot of people right here. Mana dia kan ya? Tadi aku ketemu nama-namanya mereka, sekarang di sini hilang semua. Somehow. Carter, no. Roger. Roger, in other hand, with like no taxes, no laws altogether. This is like literally all. This is like really confusing. What he really want to be like freedom in terms of public, apa ya? Stationary bandits understanding, which is country taking all stuff like that. He want to make free trade in a sense without any taxes and stuff like that. But the problem is, where the fuck countries get the money from and how you can have some returns in on it? So weird. So weird. You don't want that. You don't want that. This man is all anarchy. What do you mean by no laws? So we have a lot of candidates. There's a Labour Party, the one that is old one and want to have a pension. Nice.
Look at that.
Good night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
The man's sloshed again.
What happened to waiting for our guests? You utter buffoon! Is this why you volunteered to stay behind?
Seems like Joanna and Barden aren't here.
Oh, I feared this might happen. And we've no other head to offer the judges. 'Tis a precarious position.
Let's all stay calm.
Ah! I'm going to splash some water on my face.
What? My sincerest apologies. I wasn't expecting anyone to come in. You see...
How did you come to be here? Explain yourself!
Is something the matter, Barden?
They were here the whole time?
I'm so terribly sorry. We heard the Gauntlet Runner had a washroom, so we thought we'd freshen up a bit. I bathed first and was resting in the back room, contemplating my final day as a sanctuaress.
Sir Nuris over there very decently let us in to wash up.
I couldn't stand it, old thing. Her heart would bring any right-thinking man to tears. Could have run like a ballet thief in the night, but here she is, washing away her sins. It was more than a chap could bear, I say. Needed a drop of the grape and grain just to get myself through it.
The bottle's barely any emptier. Was a drop really all it took to get you drunk?
Oh, please do not blame the poor man. Talking to him has eased my heart for the trials to come. I cannot let myself betray you and regress to my vile delusions. I only sought to atone with myself before my sins are duly punished.
I understand. Thank you for coming. Then, as we agreed, please confess before the crowd when the time comes. To be honest, I'm hesitant to turn you in now you've genuinely decided to repent. I mean, we're hardly icons of virtue ourselves. In fairness, you're a woman of status, and it'll be a big crowd. We're not looking to instigate a public stoning here.
But you kill hundreds of children. Doesn't help.
You can explain yourself freely in your own words. We can't ask anything more than that.
Thank you. Truly, I've felt so much more at peace since last we spoke. The fog has only cleared further, giving me clarity of purpose.
The fog, huh?
Thank you for everything. I do hope you win the throne.
Yes, I intend to.
Whoever the crown goes to, we're at least going to make sure it isn't used for evil.
At last, it seems our preparations are set. We need only trust that our plans will bear fruit.
Okay, now the exhibition's coming.
Thank you all for waiting. The very first round of the tournament for the throne, the exhibition of the brave, is about to begin. Our monarchs-to-be will now present to the people the heads they seized to demonstrate their power as worthy of the throne. At a later date, when the second round is announced, the faces on the King's Rock, that is to say, the candidates with the top 20 approval ratings, will pass the first round.
20? 'Tis a great many eliminations in but one round.
I was hoping we'd at least make it through the first, but it might not be that simple. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your eyes to the lineup of all the gorgeous faces at the judges' table, starting with His and Her Highnesses of Oceania and Montario.
Oh, it's her ladyship. Lord Montario's here too, eh? And the armor on that fellow over there? A general, is he?
And of course, we have the one, the only, the people's favorite, our guest from the Sanctus Church, better known as the Miracle Saint, healer of all ills, presenting the lovely Lady Rella Cygnus.
Saint? Who's this? Someone fill me in. I've been literally living in a hole.
A brilliant healer. We've met, though a long time ago. Even as a student, she was already considered the kingdom's best in her field.
Looks like the crowd's on your side, milady. Can you give us a few words about what's on your mind as you take on the judge's mantle?
Well, I'm afraid you've rather got me on the spot. Hello, all. This city sure has, great seafood. And, well, sea creatures. Fascinating, aren't they? So much
I don't know what's going
still
on,
don't know
Rella.
about them. Oh, I did hear about a legend of some monster in the eastern seas of Oceania. Imagine, the mind races. I'm hoping I can investigate those sightings while I'm here.
That's just great, Lady Rella. I'll just stop you there, clock's ticking and all that. But we're thrilled you're enjoying your stay.
Sometimes I can hardly believe you're my sister. Still not much of a public speaker, are you?
So she's a saint?
Well, she seems like a nice enough lady.
We better stop worrying about her and focus on ourselves. I don't see Luis anywhere, but I bet he's got eyes in the crowd. Now, the time has
I don't know
come.
why, but
Let the
I am
exhibition
myself right
of
now
the brave
is beating up. You know,
First
no,
up
my
is a
heart is beating up.
respected
Just like,
gentleman of
woo!
the church, Guido, the head of the monk soldiers of the Crown Theocracy.
Like, what will we offer?
I've no taste for needless killing. Therefore, I chose a mark with meat, abundant and edible. After the judging, it will be served in a banquet for the poor.
A stand-up fellow, my good people. Strength and compassion in one package. He's got the crowd on his side.
I'm
from
literally
the
right now
start.
is like I don't know what's going on with that. gimana, you know, how's my hat? I want to have that baby's hat, you know.
I can. And we have a challenger. Second in line is the church's direct opposition, the spearhead of Count Luis's supporters, Gladel the Black Hound!
One look at the head and I know what you're thinking. Bit small, isn't it? Well, I can bloody well tell you I'm not like this smarmy git who fished up his dinner. I'll tell you what this is. Behold, the head of a hideous human!
Where's your proof? Yes, the young sod's right. How do we know that's really a human?
What drivel? Look at the thing! You think a normal beast could have a face like this?
Probably just made the damn thing yourself.
Oh, useless as ever. Did it never occur to him that the average citizen has
Oh,
never seen a human?
I want that baby hat.
Now, everyone, let's have a little composure.
We killed those
Please.
babies, didn't we?
Candidate Gladel, we're very much obliged. You may step down. Now, on to the next.
Whoa, who is this? Oh, Farden.
The size of that thing. Is that the monster of the Eastern Sea? Someone took the beastie down. Who did the deed?
I'd heard tell of a monster tormenting the people of this beautiful port city. I could do no less than grant them respite from their suffering. Such is the duty of those with power.
Who expected anything less? His Eminence Forden is simply in another class. Suddenly the critics have all gone quiet. All I hear is gratitude.
I want those babies. Give me the babies.
Forden's trophy is more impressive than I expected. How are we going to make a stronger impression than that?
It's fine.
It'll be fine. If he'd gone after us, the reaction would mean we'd have been written off no matter what we presented. Let's count ourselves lucky and trust in our strategy.
I'm right now literally panicking.
Dirty looks, you lot. Next is the Pagan Assassin's Prize. Let's see what head we've got now.
Woo! I'm beating so hard right now.
Thank you, Candidate Julian, for that
You
helpful,
know,
exhaustive,
this
and I
excitement
think
of the
exhausting explanation.
competition.
Now, we've had quite a succession up here, but our last is coming up now. This should wrap up our show. Now, if the last candidate, the Elden Boy, would please join us on the stage.
Where's their head?
Your pardon, madam, but would you happen to be the Lady of Martyra? Joanna, the Sanctoress?
Indeed. The head they've brought is mine.
The impudence. You dare offer an honored lady of the church before these judges? This is not to be borne.
I've got something to say to you too. That you chief there. Isn't that Heismay? The same damn criminal you were supposed to be chasing?
That's the infamous Heismay. The huge chief of all things.
This. After we saved your hide on the road.
Silence! He may be a former knight, but now he's a heinous criminal who stooped to kidnapping. Anyone who claims themselves his ally should be disqualified on the spot.
Please, wait. I have something I must confess to you all. You speak of the kidnappings that terrorized my home, Martyra. I am here to confess that the true culprit behind those atrocities was me. I was the caretaker of a hideous human in the basement of my castle. And to feed it, I abducted the innocent people of my own city.
What? Absurd! Speak sense, woman!
Master Heisme is innocent in all this. He was framed for crimes performed by my hand and in my name.
And I, Barden, captain of Martira's Guard Corps, stand to vouch for all that she said.
Just so. It was this young candidate who killed that human, cleared me of the false charges, and dispelled the shadow over Martira.
Thus, here I stand. My head is his to offer.
That's... well, that's quite a turn of events. We have our head, ladies and gentlemen, and it's unlike any we've seen yet.
How is this believable? She's an imposter. She's got to be.
Of course. That, or they're putting words in the poor woman's mouth. A sanctoress would never.
What will His Eminence Forden do?
The Honorable Master Godot should know whether I and my words can be trusted.
'Tis true to the last word, isn't it?
Yes, Your Eminence. Without question.
Young candidate, you have done well to bring about her repentance. Now, justice must be rendered.
What? Right here and now? Your Eminence, a moment!
Thank you for your concern. But I have no objections. For a sinner like me, to confess the truth to the people has already been more than I deserve. O new king. It is my hope that you will rid the world of its twisted prejudices and common cruelties. Please, leave this country armed with the truth.
I will. I promise.
Well, folks, sometimes that's just how the curtain falls. If Sanctifex Forden turned in the biggest head, then our dark horse here has certainly turned in the heaviest. What an upset, ladies and gents! Who could see this coming?
Those crazy kids have done it again.
What a show!
Barden just departed, wishing everyone well. I suppose he aims to reach Martira before Joanna's confession does.
And Forden himself. I hardly expected the man to make himself so visible.
Likely his attempt at redirection. Keeps the blame from falling on him and the church. Can't say it didn't work, I suppose. I'm certainly not blameless in this either. It was my suggestion to make an impression by foregoing the pursuit of a monster's head in favor of a person's.
I guess, but...
Nevertheless, the Lady Joanna entrusted her final wishes to us.
What?
And we mustn't betray.
You know, sometimes I do thinking like this. Why you not just bring the child? You're asking her to bring the child.
We were passing on the course of a human hunt. You gave a most distinctive showing. I suppose you're worth introducing ourselves to. I'm Fidelio, that's Basilio. Luis's right-hand men, see? And now you walk with a Ujif at your side. Each ally of a different tribe.
Fascinating. Better to have dependable friends than familiar ones. Something we've got in common.
Not only did you expose a failing of the Sanctus Church, but you dared to bring her alive so Forden himself could do the grisly part before all his flock.
That was not our intent.
Oh, same idea, yeah? A real person's head gets more eyes on you than some decapitated beast. And now, you're the names on everyone's lips, aren't you? No,
We only righted a wrong.
And you weren't afraid to make an enemy of the church to do it. It's quite a feat for a no-name candidate to so deftly rub Forden's face in the dirt. A wake-up call, I'm sure, for those who only know his honeyed words.
Oh, Lord Luis, we really should be going.
Relax. They're in the middle of a conversation.
I really like
I like
Luis.
a show of strength as much as the next girl, but I do so hate violent spectacles. A view from the sky sounds so much more enchanting, don't you think?
I really like the way that Louise has what's the name of the? I always forgot about the. I always forgot the name of the platypus. Yeah, of a platypus as the right hand.
So this is what's become of Luis. There was something eerie to him even as a lad, but I'd never expected him to reach such heights.
Do you suppose we have his attention?
Last time he told us we had to demonstrate our power first. I'd like to think that if he went out of his way to talk to us, that's something we earned.
Oh, loves, I've got a message from Count Luis. He says he'll be sending a messenger along soon, so stay in the city, would you? And I have to say, I might not want to let you out of my sight either.
Oh shit! I don't know if it's a good one or a bad
Master
one.
Luis? Master Luis was just here. What happened?
Well, he just left. You weren't told.
We'd better be getting back as well. Damn it. What's so special about those?
I don't know. I mean, we're just really, really powerful.
Luis is having a go for Popeye, eh? Are you officially all flunkies in arms now, then?
It's not a done deal.
It's not a done deal.
Still, tis a significant step forward. We've crossed a dangerous bridge.
Yes.
And the risk paid off.
One thing is, you also play a very tricky right here. I know that you guys are all goods and stuff. First of all, you are bamboozled an entire nations by you are candidates, but you are planning that you will promote the prince. Second, you want to betray and step in the back, on the back of Luis. Woo! That's weird. That's really weird right there. I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all.
We have finally taken the first step in saving His Highness the Prince. If we can get the formula, then we yet have a chance of lifting the curse.
I don't like that at all.
How fares His Highness anyway? He still fights?
I took a look in the Farsight mirror a while ago. He's still asleep. But nothing's changed about his condition.
And
He's
do we
dying,
know
bro.
where this formula is?
No, but he's bound to keep it somewhere secret if it's evidence linking him to the assassination. Still, a formula would be useless unless it's within arm's reach for emergencies.
If it's something he'd keep close, then...
Wouldn't that be inside his gauntlet runner?
It's as good a chance as any.
Mm-hmm.
Getting inside would be a pain for anyone else, including us.
He said he would send a messenger. Perhaps it would be wise to wait until we've heard his missive.
Good point. Let's just wait for word.
Yeah.
Joanna, a backwater sanctuarist denies me my moment of triumph. She defiles the very church itself. Oh, and naturally it was an elder of all people who stood her before me. Will that benighted tribe never stop dogging my heels?
An idea occurs, Your Eminence. For the tournament's next challenge, let us center the competition on a show of piety. Make them prove their Sanctus faith. After all, Sanctism is the state religion. It would be the barest of leaps to suggest that loyalty to the church is loyalty to the state.
I assume you have a plan.
Altaberry's our next destination. The very seat of the faith outside the capital. I thought we might propose another hunt. This time for relics.
Ah, the so-called divine relics. Those false idols the pagans consider relics of their gods.
What need does the world have for gods beyond ours? Soon, they will talk of nothing but how to win the Sanctus Church's favor. Your Eminence's influence would be sure to reach even greater height.
And in the pagan lands, the greedier candidates will plunder and pillage for idols as they see fit. Fine footholds for our missionaries, all without getting our hands dirty. The collection of divine relics should be a spectacle held on Saint's Day. Our divine right will be undeniable. Once I take the throne, I will re-establish that these relics originally belonged to the Sanctus Church, and that they were ransacked from us in the course of history.
Your Eminence, on that day, I should be grateful to be honored with a proper title.
Say no more. A concession only fair for the right hand of the Sanctifex.
Ever at your service. You do not bow your head.
Oh, humblest apologies.
What troubles you, my child?
Well, my concern would be about the risks involved. Some theories suggest even the royal scepter was originally one of these relics. In the unlikely event that a divine relic were to be found to nullify the king's magic...
If such a relic existed, it would have been found long ago. You burden yourself with such fears. All you need to do is be a good saint. Smile, wave, and bless.
Rella, you are to return to the royal capital and gather the people under my banner.
Understood.
Alright.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Exactly.
Hello, a word. Some odd blighter left a letter for you last night. Said he was Louis's man. Night prowler, today, come. Bit curt if I'm honest, hardly diplomatic. Seems like this night prowler place is some sort of pub or club. But do you know where it is?
On the city's outskirts. Seemed fairly dingy to my eyes. I can't imagine Louis at a haunt like that.
You think it's a trap? Maybe he's caught on to us?
If he wanted to trap us, I doubt he would make it so obvious. Though that doesn't guarantee our safety there, of course.
We have little other option but to show up.
I'll hang about in the runner. Keep myself busy with tinkering. Let me know if you talk yourself onto Louis's craft, eh?
Right then. Let's be off to this night prowler.
I am into Louis actually. I want Louis to be the king. I want him to be an autocrat.
Let's hurry.
Oi there! Well met, eh? Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Probably. Not problem.
Well, look who it is. Appreciate you coming out.
So it was you two.
You expected us to roll out the red carpet right into our headquarters. Consider this a pre-show. Still, you really are just a kid, aren't you?
And you're one to talk?
Yeah.
I wouldn't go having a laugh at my big brother's expense. That's when I get to step in. make some points for my own lot.
Hey, we got the Irish one, eh? Hey, silly Irish.
You are brothers, and he is the elder?
Oh, but what's the problem? I don't see any problem.
And here I thought the Magnus brothers' name was making the rounds. Shame that. It's fine.
Shame that.
First offense and all won't kill you yet. Besides, Lord Luis has taken quite a shine to you lot. Before we let you see him, I have a question. I want you to think long and hard before you answer, right? What kind of king are you selling yourself to be exactly? Go on, let's have the pitch.
I'd treat all tribes equally.
Just like Lord Luis.
All right, a bit much, ease off. You know there's a big difference between meritocracy and equality.
Meritocracy and ho ho ho! Men's know the men's. You know, men's learning the ideologies and politics. Alright? Yeah, there is the big difference with meritocracy and equality. You're exactly right. What it happens in Korea back in the day when the autocracy took a chance on the, you know, on the stage, and that like let everybody, all right, mate, we have to be better than this because we are all poor, and like everything has to be meritocracy. He want to make it so in a way that if you are smart enough, if you have a specialty that you can pay. Exactly that, suffering an entire generation for Korea. Is it working for Korea? Yes. Does it put a PTSD for a Korean, an entire whole generation, a great depression for entire society? The answer is yes. But is it working? Do Korea right now become a big country? The answer is also yes. Now the question is, do we really need those autocracy plus meritocracy in the society? Do we need to erase the labor? Because what it happened right now, what the Korean leader at that time want to be is, there's three big things: the company, the government, and also the labor rights, human rights and stuff, But they really suffering because they cannot just like make this labor stable enough. So what they are doing is just eliminate that. Yes, everyone's suffering. But one thing for sure, if you are smart enough, if you have a specialty, you can be anything you want. But you have to be smart. Equality for all. But some be equal, some have more equality than others. Equality for all, but some have equality more than others, which means the one that have a specialty more equal compared to others. Men speaking really nicely. Fidelio knows the way that he speaks. There is a differences between meritocracy and equality. Mine in here, Luis, might be treat all of the tribes the same. But not the same as the same, not like they will get their rights, but more if you are smart enough, powerful enough, willing enough to do everything that you want under his order, then you can be what you want to be. You can be you can be much better than entire society. That's what makes this amazing. I really like it.
You're not doing yourself any favors here, are you?
Let's drop the pretenses, shall we? We were all about impressing Luis, and we've done that. You're all about results, aren't you?
You'll answer the question from me too. Why do you want to serve Master Luis? No lies, man.
I don't like Forden and his church.
I don't like Forden or his church.
Too right. They have no idea what justice is. Ah, But you had a sanctoress publicly executed so you could get ahead. Not in a position to moralize, are you?
We don't expect everyone to take our side. We're just here to right wrongs, that's all.
Huh. Whatever. You got some brass tea, I'll give you that much. Already got more accomplished than that Gladel ever did. You seem like the types to make yourselves useful.
Not many get Ardel's blessing. It's worth celebrating that. For now. You're in.
Someone like you should already know what it's like. The minority tribes face walls and barriers everywhere they look in society. Our greatest hope rides with Master Luis. We'll do whatever it takes to make him king, and starting today, so will you.
Okay.
Come on then. Master Luis is waiting for you inside his gauntlet runner, the Caradrius.
And no funny business up there, yeah? Nothing gets past the king's magic, and Lord Luis is one of the top candidates.
Yeah. 1 kilogram of feathers is heavier than 1 kilogram of steel. It's heavier than 1 kilogram of feathers. I'm so sorry. I might be a little bit discriminating right here. But you sound so funny, Basilio.
We've captured some, what, 10 odd assassins now? Lord Luis uses them for magic experiments and, well, you know how that ends.
We finally have access to Luis's headquarters.
It's a valuable opportunity. Ideally, while most of our group is meeting with Luis, someone else can do a quick search and...
Wait, me?
There's no one more suitable. Anyone else, and he'd question their absence.
You're putting a solo infiltration on my tiny shoulders? But fine, I'll do it.
Yeah, bro. You want to take in some action?
Once
We'll
we're
give
in
it
the
to you.
Skyrunner, we'll assess the situation, then deal with our own tasks.
Where?
So?
Hello there.
Incredible.
Hey!
Sam!
Huh.
Got it.
I really like Fidelio. Fidelio is like really, you know, doing the task really good, really well. He's the type of man that I respect. The one that doesn't really talk much, but he's knowledgeable. Really like it. The type of man that I really want to be, but I cannot because I talk a lot, and I'm very, very talkative, and I cannot keep my mouth shut. So I respect it, but I really want to be like them, but I cannot. I got some friends that is like this, and they're really cool, man.
Seriously.
We're off. Check this out.
Indeed.
Why it's like I'm going to the dungeon? Okay, because it's like looks like I'm going to the dungeon. I guess that's it for today. I really like to see those two fellas. Yeah. They both look, speaking really funnily. Really like them so much. And I don't want to pretend like I speak it like this, but bummy. Anyway, it was really great, but I guess this time needs to be done this way, and then needs to prepare goes and stuff. It's really nice. Really like this much. Really, everything that I see in here, it's really nice. 25 hours into the game, most certainly, this game is awesome. It's awesome. I recommend it to everybody that want to buy, and I love it to be like this. That's all, I guess. Thank you so much. Boo boo.